everyone! Here I am, Miss Andy, taping a video for you, which is different, not the same, and so much less fun than being with you in a class. Anyway, we were talking about mythology in art, remember? And I told you the story of Narcissus and Echo. And you were starting to work on a drawing in school. Now that drawing, don't worry, we will finish when we get back to school. Today we will do something different on this story. So, just in case, I'm going to tell you that story once again. So here we go. The story of Narcissus and Echo. Echo was a nymph. A nymph was a magical creature that lived in the woods. She looked like a girl. She was very beautiful, as was every other nymph. They had very good hearts and had beautiful voices. So when they would sing, they would enchant the animals. But what happened? One day, the big god Zeus came down from the mountain Olympus because he had had a fight with his wife Hera. And because his wife was so angry with him, he escaped and went into the woods. There he met Echo, and he asked Echo, please help me to hide from my wife. She's very angry at me. So Echo, of course, was not going to say no to the big god Zeus, and she did what he said. She helped him to hide. But what happened? When the wife of Zeus, Hera, found out that Echo had helped Zeus, she got very angry with Echo, and she punished Echo. She took away Echo's beautiful voice. And after that, all that Echo could do was repeat the last 2-3 words of what was said just right before her. If the trees and the leaves, would make noises, shh, with the wind, all she could do was shh, repeat that. If someone said hello, all she could do was repeat hello. That was all. And after a few weeks, a young and very beautiful and handsome man entered the woods, and his name was Narcissus. And Echo, when she saw him, fell madly in love. But how was she to tell him what she felt about him? How could she tell him if she had no voice? So what she did was hide behind the trees and the bushes and watch Narcissus go by, trying to find the right moment to let him know what she felt for him. In the meantime, Narcissus didn't know that Echo was behind the tree hiding. He felt thirsty suddenly. He wanted to drink something. So he went on walking until he found a little lake. He went down on his knees to drink water, and what did he see? He saw someone very, very beautiful looking back at him. And Narcissus fell madly in love with that person that was looking back at him. Now, who was looking back at him from the lake? Of course, it was his own reflection that he did not realize. So he said to that reflection, he said to himself without knowing that, "Oh, you are so beautiful." Echo, who was still hiding behind the trees, repeated the last word, "You are so beautiful." Narcissus, who thought that that beautiful person in the lake was talking back to him, so Narcissus said, "I love you." Oh, and that was Echo's moment. So she called the last password and said, I love you. Narcissus, of course, was so happy that that person in the lake said that and that he reached into the water. Now, what happens when you touch a water with a reflection? The water starts to move and the reflection went away. And Narcissus got all upset. He was very sad and he said, don't go away. And Echo repeated, don't go away. Now, that's when he listened and he said, who's that? And Echo said, repeated, who's that? And then Narcissus says, leave me alone. And then Echo said and repeated, leave me alone. And she was very sad. She stood up and she went away forever. In the meantime, Narcissus stayed forever next to that lake, always looking at his reflection in love. Now, Greek mythology says, you know, and you will find out where Echo is still living when you hear the last words of what you say repeated. Where does that happen in nature, for example? That's right, in the mountains, in caves. And Narcissus, well, you will know where Narcissus has been because Greek mythology says that those around those lakes, sometimes there are these yellow flowers called a daffodil. Also called Narcissus, that flower. The story of Narcissus. Mythology has always been something painters love to paint. So one day if you go into a museum and you see a painting by whatever painter and it's about Narcissus, you will know that story. This is one of the most famous paintings of Narcissus. It's done by the painter Caravaggio. The other paintings are also from different times in history of art, and they're all quite famous. They hang in different museums of the world. Now, this is what you're going to do. Have a paper in your hand and have a ball pen, a marker, or a pencil in your hand. I will put up pictures of painters and you will have to say which one is and which one is not a painting about Narcissus. Sometimes Echo's in the painting, sometimes she's not. For example, I will have two pictures, A and B, and you will have to write down A or B. Then I'll have another two, C or D, and you will have to write down C or D. You will only write down the letters of the pictures that are pictures about Narcissus. And once you have the answers and you put all the letters together next to each other in the order of the paintings I put up, you will have a surprise word come up. Have fun doing this exercise. You just need to send the answer in a mail. Bye bye. Missing you. Bye.